welcome to Meanwhile in the Falklands, the podcast from FITV, broadcasting right here from FITV Towers. Well, recording here anyway. For the first time in a long time, there's 4 of us here.
Yay! Hello, I'm Oliver.
Oliver's having a party on his own.
As standard, yeah.
Ollie. And
Hannah, of course, big loud voice.
Big loud voice. And also we've got our new guy,
Ooh,
fresh out of quarantine.
Yeah, I am the new guy, Jonny.
Yay!
Nice to be here.
Hello.
So if Johnny's mum's listening, we did send you some pictures of Jonny when we went and took him coffee in quarantine.
Proof of life, yeah.
Proof of life.
Yeah,
Proof of life.
She told me she got them, so
Yeah.
I was happy with that.
So Johnny's fresh out of quarantine this morning. We all went and had breakfast at the Malvina, which was lovely.
How are you feeling now that you're free?
Oh, freedom. Feels good. It does feel good. Not seeing the same patch of Falkland that I had outside my bedroom window, but yeah, I'm super excited to get exploring.
And are you finding it odd, because obviously you've been in the UK for the last, over a year, are you finding it odd that we're all sitting in this enclosed space quite close together without masks on?
It is odd, yeah. I mean, as soon as I got out of the hotel and Ollie shook my hand, I think that was the first time I was like, whoa, like this is really strange, and it's all sort of coming at that like one pace straight away. So yeah, really, really weird. But I'm sure when I go to the pub tonight, it'll be even stranger.
Wait until the hugs start later.
For the
Cocktail hour.
Of the tape, though, we're not sitting on each other's laps. We're not that close.
No, we're not.
No,
that
no.
close.
Well, socially distanced.
Respectable
kind of, yeah.
distance. Respectable distance. No, we're all going to the Malvina tonight to have some cocktails and some celebratory cocktails.
Yes. Well,
Because-
well,
For two reasons.
Two things are
celebrating.
celebrating.
What are we celebrating, Mrs. Foames?
Celebrating the fact I've been accepted onto a master's course.
Yay!
So so that's probably blown the sound. I'm sorry about that. You know, I announced it on Twitter, and I had two people, because I don't have a lot of followers. 2 people. Hello, Andy. I'm going to say hello to you. Thank you so much for your good wishes. Andy said he's going to miss us on the podcast. I don't know who you are, Andy, but Andy said that he had found our podcast and was listening to it, and it made a nice change from everything else he listens to. So
That's good. I like the sound of that.
yeah.
How did it feel though? I mean, because when you were deep in your phone reading your emails, I think you almost deleted it at one point.
I did delete it.
You did delete your email.
Just a one Winchester University. Mrs. Foames isn't the most tech savvy. Good job she's doing creative writing.
But then I looked down and then I heard a massive like whoa.
Well, no, because I was flicking through my emails and I just go, I just say a load of rubbish. I was delete, and then just deleted and went, oh no, that was from UCAS. So I just handed the phone to Catherine and went, get it back, get my email back. But yes, I'm so chuffed. So yeah, that'll be me come September 13th. I'll be sitting there at Winchester University.
Yay!
As a student. So my daughter said, yes, we have got to go out tonight because you've got to get used to that kind of
Student life.
And not sitting at home spinning
Get a pot
and
noodle.
sewing. Yeah. So anyway, hi Andy to you. And keep listening. I'm glad you're listening along. But that for you then, Jonny, this is going to be really weird.
Yeah, really
Especially
weird.
tonight.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, how long has it been now? We went into lockdown in the UK in March.
Yeah, just over a year.
I was at uni at that time, so.
When was the last time you went to the pub?
They did have the period in summer where pubs were open, but it was all one way, wear a mask, and then you go outside and sit at a table. So I have been to the pub. I mean, that was months ago now, and that was summertime. So I've missed it, that's for sure. I've missed just going in and actually getting a pint poured for me. That would be nice, and just seeing all that.
Yeah, that may not happen here.
But
there
we
is.
are in the Falklands. So.
Yeah, there's not a lot of.
Pulled pints. No.
Sorry for the benefit of the tape. I'm demonstrating. What's that?
Pulled pints.
On draft, isn't
On
it?
draft.
So there's not a lot of beer on tap here.
Yeah.
It's.
I don't know, can you get away with saying that? Jeff Halliday, if you're listening.
Oh yeah, Jeff Halliday is. Yeah,
Oh, we got
Jeff's
that,
beer.
yeah.
Yeah.
Beer works.
So
Beer
people look.
works,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
And
people.
at the Rose and the Vic, they do pour pints. It's
There we
just
go.
There's not very many.
not an array of beers as you would get in the UK.
No. So people will go in and ask for a pint of Jeff's,
Okay.
and it's one of his beers that he's
That's
produced.
the local beer, is that?
Yeah, it's very nice actually. We went to the beer works. Was it last week? The week before?
Yeah, a week before.
Sillily, we went at 3 o'clock. Which was a silly time to go because none of us had had dinner.
So we sat there. There was 4 ladies.
We had bacon rolls.
We had bacon rolls and drinking pints of Rockhopper.
Nice.
is what we were doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good
I
night,
didn't
wasn't it?
get home till 8 a.m. the next day.
I see. Okay. Okay.
Anyway, but swifting on, how are you looking forward to not just the pub scene, but in terms of looking around the Falklands and seeing some of the sites here?
Yeah, and I'm not just looking forward to the ATM vendors. No, I'm. That's one of the things I'm most excited about. I think just the wildlife, the walks around Stanley, and yeah, I mean even the view. I came to the house today, and the view when you're eating breakfast is looking at the Narrows. It's incredible. So yeah, definitely want to tick off the list. Seeing some penguins, seeing some seals.
We may have to go over to Gypsy Cove then this afternoon and go and have a look at some penguins over there.
Yeah.
Although that one of them will be going off, won't they?
Magellanic.
Magellanics go off, don't they, and come back, or is it Gentil's that
Gentil's
go off?
get off and come back, I think, and Magellanic stay.
I don't know. One of them stays,
Yeah.
one of them goes. I can't remember which one.
Because I was talking about that to some of the other people I was in quarantine with, and they were saying we hope we don't miss the colony that does migrate back over to South Africa.
We should know who that is, but we don't remember.
Absolutely no idea.
No.
But you so you'll be going on a famous Paula tour then? I think you
Yeah,
said
we are.
one.
We're going to show you how to muster in a little while. Yeah,
And you
if
get
it's
to
a
meet everyone
fire.
in the office.
Yeah.
We'll do
Yeah.
the introductions.
We do
as
that.
well.
Anyway, moving on to what else we've been doing this week. While you've been sitting in quarantine in your hotel room,
Well, you've been relaxing.
relaxing.
We've been doing all the
Lazing
work,
around.
Johnny.
Yeah, we've been doing all the work. It's been a massive sports week. Hey, just for you there, Stephen. Yeah, Stephen was one of our people who contacted us long time ago, asking for
Early
more
listener.
sport.
Yeah,
Yeah,
from
early
the-
listener.
from
Hope
the
you're still
beginning
with
of
us. Saying that he really enjoys listening about the sport and stuff. So this one's for you there, Stephen. It's been good. A lot more interesting than I thought it was going to be because I'm not a sporty person. But it's been really interesting. So tell us, for the listener who has no idea what this is about, Ollie, tell us what it's about.
So it's been the first ever Falklands Games, and it's been created for the sake of, because the Island Games was postponed in Guernsey. So to get the sporting athletes together and people that might want to play sport, they've created this Falklands Games where they have a variety of different players playing different sports. So there's 11 sports, and here at FITV we've been distributed 3 sports each, I think it was.
Yep.
And we all went to cover each sport and to cover see who won, see who lost. Some were quite informal as well, so we had some quite nice little interviews that we've done, and some were quite formal in terms of the results. So, for instance, me and Paul, we went to go and watch the football, which was good.
Surprisingly, actually, I came straight from the memorial service, and so wasn't particularly suitably dressed. But were you impressed by my notes that I gave you? Because you went off and interviewed in the third game,
Yeah.
and I had to take the notes as to what was happening.
Well, you've even inspired a name. So there was a player called Michael Poole, and on the little on your notebook that I had, because I had to do a voiceover for the football, and you put Michael Twinkle Toes Poole because he was quite silky with his football goals, so
Yeah.
it was quite good.
My main question is, Paula, do you now know what the offside rule is?
I've no idea. I've no idea what the offside rule is. It's something to do with balls being kicked and not when somebody's in front, and I don't know. Something like
Nailed
that.
it. I think that was good.
It's
Yeah,
something to do with salt and pepper, and then there's ketchup involved. I don't know, but it's something like that.
something like. But I mean, we've done quite a lot of sports. Like Hannah, you did the shooting, didn't you?
Yeah, no, it's funny because shooting's always one of those sports that's quite difficult to cover because they're all stood in a line. You can't go beyond that line when they're shooting the clays. So it's all kind of the same angle. But actually, it was quite good, and people were having good fun.
Yeah.
Izzy was having a good laugh because she's so tiny, and this gun is huge. And obviously, when you hit
Recoil.
when you shoot, the recoil hits you. And her hat and her ear defenders fell off and everything. It was really good, but no, I really enjoyed it. I like the shooting.
And what I was most impressed about, there's 2 things. I was worried and something I was impressed by. What I was impressed by was the people who took part in it are all sort of got their own sport that they do. Maybe not to a great extent, but they've got a sportiness. And they're all trying different kinds of sports. So you've got somebody who plays a lot of rugby, I think, who's now joined the gun club because he enjoyed it so much. But on the other hand, you've got people who maybe their sport is running, where they're running in like, your knees are in like one direction, and then all of a sudden you're playing like netball or table tennis, where you've got that movement from side to side, and maybe, and this person did get injured. So you've got, it sort of swings and roundabouts. But I think it's brilliant, absolutely fantastic
You know what
idea.
I can't wait for though? I'm going to say it. Swimming pool opening up
That's going to be huge.
Oh,
Do we
opening
know-
up in the
do we
next
know when
couple of
that is?
weeks, hopefully.
Yes, it
So,
is, yeah.
What's it been, a year and a half?
Oh, it's a long,
A year and
long
a half.
saga.
Yeah, no ball.
If you want to know all about it, listener, then go to fitv.co.uk, have a look through the talking points, find the one on the swimming pool, which I think was done about 2 years ago, and you'll learn all about the saga of the swimming pool.
Wasn't it one of your first pieces, Hannah, doing the swimming pool, wasn't it? Didn't you have to swim on
that
the...
was God, yeah.
that was-
That was for the Island Games warm-up piece,
Yes.
I think it was. And
Yeah.
I somehow got roped into going in the pool.
Tom's
in the swimming
great
costume
idea,
with
that was
GoPros
Tom's-
at all
yeah.
different angles. Me swimming. I thought, oh, God. Pieces to camera in the swimming pool.
It was very Blue
All
Peter,
sorts.
wasn't it? It was
Yeah.
very Blue
It
Peter.
was good. It was a good piece.
Yeah,
It was
no.
really
Don't
good.
think I'll be doing that again. This year, I can tell you that much. When the pool reopens. Hey!
Because also they were like practicing at like 6 in the morning or something, weren't
Yeah,
they? So you had
yeah.
to get there really, really early. It was the
But
middle of
they've got some
winter.
new bits actually for the pool. They've got new swimming blocks, and I think they've got some new
They got a Turkish bath,
bits
haven't they?
and bobs, and maybe hopefully a diving board. No, I don't think that's a diving board.
Is there going to be a grand opening,
Yeah.
reopening?
Yes.
I hope so,
That should
and
be
I
that'll
think
be
one
a
of us needs
struggle.
to get in there and just bomb it.
That's going to be a real struggle because the last
Dumpster.
time the pool reopened after a big refurbishment, it just plays havoc with the cameras because it's so steamy. And it's just like, even doing this piece to camera for the talking point that we did on the PAC report on it, it's just fogging up. I just like, yeah, I'm there, and then all of a sudden I'm not quite there. It's like
This is all
fogginess,
going away.
yeah.
But it's funny because Jonny, you're also a sports person, aren't
Yeah,
you?
yeah, yeah. Quite into my sport, so played a lot of tennis when I was younger. So that's probably my main sport, I would say.
Not a lot of tennis here.
Yeah, I know.
Mm.
I've been pre-warned. Only short tennis, isn't it? So
Mm.
foam balls. But I might play a little bit of short tennis. I also quite like squash as well. So
Oh, right, yeah,
I'm,
yeah.
I'm going to play a little bit of squash. I've heard
Yeah.
that's newly.
It's
Newly
newly
kind of
reformed. I think a
formed.
lot of things, as we know over the years, you get somebody down who will be really into something, and then they'll sort of get excitement. The club will start up, and then they'll leave, and then all that enthusiasm sort of drips
Dwindles,
away,
yeah.
dwindles away.
Windows.
Unfortunately, it didn't happen. Sorry, fortunately, it didn't happen with the archery. So there was an archery club years and years and years ago, and it sort of dwindled. And then it was when Mark Lewis came in. He was a big archer. He sort of got the excitement. It all went back up again, and they're still going strong.
I want to know what's going to happen to Ukulele Club when you leave.
Yes.
Ukulele
Is
Club.
Catherine going to be taking it over?
Don't know. She should do. I wasn't doing it. I've managed to get the music teacher at the school, Chris, and he sort of takes charge. It's great. So I just go in, just relax
See,
at the
I'm
back,
disappointed
strumming.
that we still haven't had a ukulele jingle for the podcast.
Maybe before I
true.
leave.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a good idea.
Maybe before I leave. Yeah. Are you a big ukulele fan?
I've never actually played.
Oh,
Any sort of
There's
musical
always time though.
instrument?
I used to play saxophone.
Way!
Yeah,
Okay.
but I haven't brought it with me, and I
Oh.
haven't played in years.
Okay.
So,
Any acting?
Oh, here we go.
Oh, here we
Oh.
go. I've already posted you for fire.
I've been warned about this, Paula.
Just say
Just
no.
don't.
Just say no.
No, don't.
I don't have much acting pedigree, no.
See, if you were here a month ago, Catherine was in her underwear on stage in front of 200 people.
Oh wow.
So
What
you know.
performance was this?
that was the drag show.
The drag show.
Yeah.
I did see
Drag show.
clips actually.
I didn't warn
In
Johnny
my
about the drag
quarantine.
show.
Oh, didn't you warn
I
about
haven't
the drag
prepped
show?
you about the drag show, have I?
Oh, that'd be good fun.
No.
No, just yeah.
That'd be a nice.
Surprise.
That'd be a nice surprise for you.
yeah. Okay.
But that's all because there's loads of these like events and there's loads of a wide variety of
Yeah,
things.
we're going to
get
the
involved
RVT.
with.
Actually, if the RVT, can you at our RVT? Can you tag them in this?
None of
If
us know what RVT
Yeah,
is,
what's
but yeah,
an
we'll
RVT?
The
all
Royal
say yes.
The Royal Vauxhall Tavern in London is like, you know, the place to have your drag show. And listen, Vauxhall Tavern, you could have us there, the Falkland Islands Society of Drag Artists, FISDA, will come and do you a whole show. It'll be fabulous. It'll be fabulous.
Brilliant. No, that
Make
sounds-
sure you tag them in.
What were the drag's names? Because I did watch your package on the drag show.
There's
the names.
Dolly Leche.
Yeah.
There's
Bertha's Beach?
Bertha's Beach. Eliza Cove, which is obviously the name of the tip that's here.
Yeah.
Osley Fisher. And then Showgirl 1 and Showgirl 2, 'cause they refused to have names. I said, let's give you a name like Brian or, you know.
Yeah, Brian was last year, wasn't it?
No, she was Liam. It was Liam last year.
While they're saying that, Hannah, you was on the camera, weren't you? And you was even having a little
I know.
pop along.
So let's not go into
I
this
love
was
that.
another 8 a.m. bender.
Yeah,
You're having a right little bop to it.
we won't sing the songs, but
You don't
Hannah,
want to see the camera work for it. God knows what that was like.
Hannah was on one of the cameras, and you're singing along
Yeah, I am.
nicely, I have to
You know what
say.
it was? I was sat next to Cecil Alexander and Renisha, and they
Oh,
kept
yeah.
feeding me pink gin. What song is filming? I was like, okay.
You're singing it. It's brilliant. It's great. It's great fun.
I'm
Anyway.
out on that.
Looking at this, I know we've only hit 15 minutes, but it's now 11:30 here in the Falkland Islands, and we do have a lot of things to get on, not least of all to show Jonny what to do in case there's a massive fire in the building. So we will leave you there. If you'd like to watch along this week, you need to look at week 5:30. So go to fitv.co.uk, click on our channel, follow the instructions. It's £60 for a year. It's £6 for a month. Sometimes, I'm very sorry to say, the people who take your money, who are called to checkout, and the people who host our video sometimes don't communicate quickly with each other. So therefore you may not get your password quickly. In which case, just drop me an email and I will look it up for you and I can send that to you straight away. So that's not a problem.
Call the phone tech helpline.
Yeah, I am the tech
Call
helpline.
it.
Oh my good God.
Hey, listen, follow me on Twitter, please, 'cause I need more followers before I go off to university. So @Rita_Seagull, not to be confused with the other Rita Seagull, who I've no idea who it is, but
There's
clearly
another
you'll
one.
see it's me. Yeah,
You need to
they
get
took my
verified
handle.
then.
They took my hand. I tried to get verified. Right? No, seriously, I did try to get verified. Don't
Brilliant.
laugh.
No, just fun. Yeah.
I tried to get verified, but they won't accept a Falkland Islands mobile number
Oh.
because it hasn't got enough digits.
Why don't you put
You can
your
use a UK
number?
one. Yeah.
Because my UK number is not active here.
Is this what they told you? But
Yeah,
for-
sure, yeah.
No,
Oh,
it's-
yeah, we only take...
No,
Let you down
no,
slowly.
because
They're
I,
like, this
hey, listen, you can
This
@Twitter.
account's only got 2 followers.
You can @Twitter on this as well, right? Because Twitter support was pretty rubbish on this. I love Twitter, but they were a bit rubbish on this. And I went to Twitter support, and there's like 3 standard replies that they give you, and anything I wrote, I had one of those 3 standard
Yeah.
replies just round in a circle when I was saying, please help me, I can't be verified because they won't accept this number, I'm in the Falkland Islands. And then these 3...
Don't you have to send a video of yourself or something to claim that it's you as well? to get
Something like that,
verified?
yeah.
There's a couple of things you actually have to do.
I
can do
reckon we
that.
should get a hashtag saying "Get Rita
verified.
verified."
Let's do that. Hashtag get Rita verified. Let's do it. Anyway, join us next week when we, I don't know what we'll be doing.
We'll be
Actually,
talking about something else.
we'll be talking about something else.
I might not be here.
There's one positive case this week in the COVID updates. We'll have that next week as well. Another COVID update next week. Got loads of things going on. I can't quite see what it says because it's a bit too far away for me to look.
I'm at Coffin Island and
Oh
Tea
yeah,
Island.
you are, aren't you?
Yeah, it should be fun. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what it's like. But they're kind of islands that are never really visited.
Ollie's going to live on a boat for 4 days.
For
5 days?
5 days, yeah.
5
yeah.
days.
So we'll see how we go. It's exciting times.
Catherine's going off to Elephant Beach Farm to look at the elephant seals and the
Look at the elephants.
Gen 2's down there.
It's not on the beach.
That's on Dolphin.
Cape Dolphin.
Cape Dolphin, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's going to do that. I'm going to go and have my hair done. So, Jonny, just to let you know that the office policy is that if I walk in and I've had my hair done or I'm wearing a new dress, the standard things are I look younger or I
God,
look
she's thin.
thinner, or both, and then you easily get Employee of the Week for that.
And the next level is the depth of field on the sofa, but that's for another day.
That's
isn't it?
another day. That's another day. All right, we'll speak to you next week.
Bye.
See you
Bye.
later.
Bye.